when I got into crimes against children, I changed forever, because that is the most somber wake-up call to a human being, is to have all your rose-colored glasses come off and to see what's really happening out there. Because even having grown up in the criminal sector and the family law sector, my dad practiced both. He was board certified trial lawyer here in Dallas. I'd seen a lot, but I could not have anticipated what I would see in the Crimes Against Children division. I remember the first month I was assigned to that division, I cried every night. I was working on a case where it was a biological dad who perped, on his own biological daughter, who was 7 or 8. And I could not wrap my head around it. I could not. But I had to. Wrapping my head around it, I cried every night for a month. And then plenty of times in between, I was distraught. And part of that too was I couldn't really put all my stuff in the file cabinet anymore. I remember when they came to me and told me that I was being assigned to Crimes Against Children, I remember something came over me. It was a trauma response. And I became frozen. And I was a soldier. I was trying 2-3 jury trials a week. Any chance I could get. I was in the courtroom trying cases. So I was not going to say no. And I had big shoes to fill. I had to prove to my dad that I was just as good a lawyer as he was. In fact, better. And not only had to prove it to him, but to all his friends who were in the same courthouse. And so I had to accept the assignment. There was no wimping out. And what was my basis for wimping out? Because I had not admitted what had happened to me. And so, I knew I didn't want to. I sort of knew why, but I had not connected the dots yet because I was just a child. Basically, I was just barely, 27. And, I just don't think we should be giving kids, I think we need to keep a better eye on them till they're at least 25.